Well, it's 5 a.m. Well, actually almost 6. I get up at 5 a.m. in Asia, and I'm out for morning walk and exercise. As you may know, I get up at 5. And I figured, why not do a 5-minute video from Asia after getting up at 5 in the morning? I just did my pull-ups, and I've been thinking about Zach Hing's video this morning. He was getting asked by young people approaching college, around college age, whether they should go to college. And my immediate reaction was, if you want to teach ESL, you need to have a bachelor's degree. He's 24, has a background in human resources. He looks at a lot of data. I'm 38, and when I started high school, 20% of the people would graduate from college. By the time I finished high school, 40% of the students were going to college. And I saw that, college wasn't the big thing and everyone was talking about it. And then everybody started doing it, and then it was too much. The goal is to be different so as to make yourself valuable. Okay, so my first reaction, the question, should a person go to college? I would say only after you teach yourself Linux. Okay, which I'll get to in a minute. Anyone can teach themselves Linux. It's, computer programming. It's not something you're born knowing. It's like putting pieces of Legos together, or whatever. So anyone can learn Linux or Linux software, free Linux software. The long answer, only after you teach yourself Linux or free software using Linux, is my short answer. The long answer is that going to college should be part of, you want to see what that is? That's what that is. Okay. So there. Well, he's making noise, so we'll let him have the attention. College is supposed to make yourself valuable. So do a little searching on a process called Lean, L-E-A-N. This is used in jobs like project management in a company where a company or a startup business entrepreneur has so much money, and they've got to use that money super wisely to get a quick turnaround on their investment, so they're making more money. They're going to grow that little bit of money. It's responsible. And then they can invest in bigger stuff, but that also has to be responsible. And then once they get that to give them more money, then they invest again and they grow it again. And it's about being responsible. That's part of the bigger question of whether a person should go to college. Does it fit into that system? Where should you go to college? Why are you going? Do you need to learn something you can learn free online from YouTube or inexpensively from Udemy? Can you search the forums on Yahoo Answers or StackExchange.com? Can you just learn this discipline by talking to wise friends? If you need a bachelor's degree, and that's all, get the cheapest one possible. Now, there are a lot of questions and discussion about college indoctrinating people. It's trying to make them into liberals or conservatives, I suppose, in some rarer cases. But the older indoctrination that's been going on in schools for a much longer time, since Horace Mann invented that system hundreds of years ago, is to make people not think about this lean, L-E-A-N, process of taking the most financially responsible steps from the beginning. Essentially making the process lean, trimming off the fat, so it's efficiently able to grow. Those are the big questions. That's my general thinking on college. Getting up at 5 a.m. from Asia. I'm Jesse.